Another thing about any steam engine, and this is absolutely true, don't underestimate the maintenance that these engines take to keep in the state that you see them. There's a rule of thumb that's one day in a rally field, one day in a workshop. It's not always quite as true as that, but that's a rule of thumb. And that's not in the summer months, that's winter months. The amount of work and money and cost to run these things is unbelievable, particularly the full-size engines, of course. But the miniatures, it's a lot of work. You know, the joy is you can put it behind the car, you can transfer it to your front, you can work on it in your garage at home. But things do wear out, bearings do fail, things do go wrong. And to see them running around like this, it's just, as I say, it's incredible. Now you have to bear with me on full-size engines this year. I've been doing steam engines, as I said, for 28 years, and we've had a lot of cancellations of big engines and a lot of change-arounds. So I've had engines coming that weren't coming a week ago. So one or two of them, I'm not certain on the history, so you might have to bear with me on some of them. And some of them obviously we do know. Yeah. So coming round first of all is quite an easy one, I do know. Yeah. So okay, we've got Hercules. This engine is owned by Mike White from Taunton. And it came into the UK as a roller. And Mike got hold of it and turned it into what you see today. And it's basically what you see, everything you see has been sorted. The boiler was in good condition when he had it, and the motion was in excellent condition, but he turned it into a traction or a road loco. Absolutely, you can hear the seats, absolutely gorgeous. And Mike's had lots of engines over the years, but that one came out about 3 or 4 years ago, and he's absolutely, you know, he's got a soft spot wherever he goes. Takes the engine with him in terms of rallies for the weekend. It's always that one. He owns another very famous engine from Royal Chester, which he's not been able to use this year, but so he's got not just one, he's got several. What's the motor like on, Sean? Under the McLaren. Oh, yeah. What was on the front? It's completely good. Yeah, it's a McLaren that's fine. That's alright. We've got the air assembly. Aero assembly is owned by the Terry Sanders Sleeman, and there's quite a bit to write on that one, but it was one of the number engines shipped to Sandbach in 1907 to the Langwell Brothers and Davies, both of Australian agents. In 1912, a further 150 miles to Tasmania, where it acquired the stone crushing. By 1930 went to ownership of John Porter. In 2007 the engine was completely rebuilt after a further 6 years of restoration. The engine changed hands to Alan Jones of Wrexham, and it's then been purchased by Terry and Sandra. It's a beautiful engine, weighs about 18 tonnes, so it's not one you want to run over your toe. There's a chance I can see an engine stuck in the entrance. I hope not, but it's stuck. I'll go back. We'll have to see, hopefully we can put a little bit more in. Some of these engines, they'll put anything, but the trouble is if you get a bit of a slippery ground like we've got today, one or two of them, they've got the wrong type of tyres on, will flip. Yeah, you know, they'll pull 50 tons. So it's all to do with grip. You need to never run it. So you can come in the main ring there with it. Cheap of hours. Look at that, he's done it. Okay, I'm coming round now. What we got on here? We've got Matt and Matt. But I don't even know about. This is my engine. This is Maverick. Well, I found out something, he's 100 years old next year. Yeah, look at that, and you. Well, that's like the same condition. Both of us. Yeah, Maverick's 100 next year, so we're going to have a party next year. So she's doing very well. We're only the third over from you. It is so new to the Colton family in 1925 as a World Chester Scout. Back in 1920 was worth more than brass, which is fantastic to be the owner because then got clean. Aluminium is just clean itself, never studied herself. Maverick's a lovely old girl. She ended up in 1954 at a scrapyard. She still survived, still pulling engines in to be cut off by the scrap man, and eventually a lovely guy called John Sanders came along when he was 16 and bought her, and I thought, oh John. John's still about, I still speak to him, and I'm even hoping to get him down next year on Maverick's 100th birthday. So that was great. Following along the back of the behind there, this is Billy, owned by the Nicholson family. David bought the engine in 1987-88 from memory, and restored it to the present condition. She's the oldest single crank running compound in the world in running condition. 1895, so next year she's going to turn 130. So that puts Maverick into sort of almost new. When Maverick was built new, this engine was always needing a boiler rebuild. So 1895. Oh, another one. Come on, Michael. There is a tow bar by my caravan. I think we might be needing that one. I think that'll be Billy. Billy will sort that out. Mike, do you want to stay there for now? That's good dip locker. There's nothing much more interesting than engine that gets stuck. Okay, we're just coming round a bit quicker. Cheap of arrows. Driving or steering the engine is Nick's dad, Dave. It's not, this isn't late. This is one of the engines I had to cajole to get into this year's show. No, Dave is, how old are you guys, 90? Yeah, 90 years old? Yeah. Dave's been driving this engine for in excess of 60 years. Dave's steering it, 90 years old there. And it's brilliant to see him and Nick on that engine. But yeah, he's owned it since the 1950s, and I've got to say, to see Dave on there is fantastic. But wouldn't you all like to be 90 years old driving an engine? Brilliant. Yeah, oh, you wouldn't? No, okay. So that's really good. So we've got Terry Stevens' engine, Earl Haig. Earl Haig worked for Flo Simmons of Gloucester, calling her youngest son Edward's rise until 1943. When she passed the Derby to Sutton and camped for threshing duties. With little use, ended up in derelict condition and purchased in the early 60s by Sam Burgess. He towed her home behind a burrow and had it at the time thinking the tow truck wouldn't move her. Right, this is another interesting, so thank you for bringing that along, Terry. Well, no, this is not a steam engine. What about this then? Noisy, isn't it? We're not used to noise. This is a Fowler ploughing engine. It's owned by the National, or the Ploughing Club, I think I might be saying that. It's looked after by Shorten, Captain Shorten's in his yard down in Bolton Hampstead. So Shorten's just following behind. Now, this particular engine, hang on, wait for Shorten, he's got a noisy one. I was just talking to the guy driving that big petrol engine, because it is petrol. It burns petrol like it's going out of fashion. Apparently they drove me that was down the main area earlier. It's the first time it's moved under its own power in 30 years. So for it to go in the main ring, well, they didn't know it would do it. 30 years, that's the first time. It's fantastic. I think it's got a sort of semi-donkey engine on it to start it. They are planning on pulling out the winch cable today or tomorrow. Maybe we'll put an engine on it and pull it across and pull it back. Because again, they don't know it'll work. So that's something else. Another engine just coming round, White Rose, she's just coming down now. This is owned by Chris Vincent from Cornwall. she's already got stuck in this wind once, so we're hoping she'll keep moving. White, she's used to come to the show in the earlier days, owned by John Atkinson. But I do know Chris Vincent's been looking at buying one engine like this. It used to live in the King's Museum for a very long time, and in its day it's called the Griffin. Which chasing the White Rose in York, I'm not quite understanding the story there. I'm sure the owners will talk to you about that one. And, oh, no. See you there, look, Mike. Well, what we'll do is we'll get a fire. Oh, there's a fire coming, look at that. Who's going to pull her out then? Which engine's going to volunteer? Billy? Maverick? Oh, Maverick's on the go. Come on, Maverick. We'll see what we're going to do. We'll put my engine round, see what she's like. The tyres, she's on rubber tyres, so it's not always the best grip, but we'll give it a go. This is Wally Cleo's engine, this is Jubilee, Showman's engine coming in. You better hang on here a minute. Just hang on here, Mike. Jerry. No. Jerry, I know about you. I do. Jerry, how are you? You're first today, I gather. Don't lie. Jerry? Yeah. Jerry, I know it's your birthday. Yeah. That's work. Yeah. Another engine coming, man. Yeah. Yeah, what's the I've just missed a lorry that's just come round. This is a Foden J-Type, again owned by the Vincent family, who's new to the F.H. Richards Builders Merchants, restored by Stuart Ritchie, and again bought by Chris Vincent in 2020.